the map a little bit more. I found a nice patch of stone. And so now I need to start really thinking about trains. Trains are cool. We can do a lot with this stone. I got stone. Well, we need it to make train tracks, and then we need it to make brick, and then we need brick to make other things. So we're going to need a lot of stone, and you can make landfill. We got a lot of water I want to fill in. And so I want to tap into this stone and go pick it up and bring it back for either delivery on the bus or processing for brick. I also got a huge 321 million resource of copper, another 230 million in iron, and then some uranium. We got some more coal that I found, some more coal. We'll get into uranium later. I don't really want to, well, I haven't unlocked it yet because I haven't done anything with science, but we're going to need brick and stone. So I figure let's just get that going. And so when we're talking about, you know, this works fine right now for like a single train setup. You know, we're just picking up one resource. It's going to load 2 trains. One's going to load, one's going to wait. It's fine for small scale production, but I'm thinking big. Let's go big. Why not? So I want to start messing around with a process to really, let's get rid of that, to really store a lot. Oops. Undo. You know, get some trains going. So I'm going to come down here a bit. And so I'm going to come off of the main line. Train's going to come in. It's going to scoop into here. And I want to have kind of like a train waiting depot. So let's say instead of 2 trains, let's say I want 10 waiting to get booked up. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to create these train depot wait stations. And remember, we've got 5 cars. So we could easily let's just put this right here. Why not? Right. So that's going to let us fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 very nicely. And then we can put, but we'll deal with that later. So it's going to come in, and then I want it to go back out. I want to come in here and wait, and then I want it to leave and go pick up the material that it wants. So we're going to take that. It's going to even it up over here. Now, I don't know how many sections this is going to take. For right now, I'm going to copy. We're just going to copy what? I don't know what that was all about. We're going to copy, click and what is going on? Copy. Click and drag. There we go. That was weird. And this is just a wait station. I'm just waiting, but I got to make sure all my tracks line up. And so it's going to be spaced out just a little bit worse than I want it to. So let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So this will now hold 10 trains, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to delete all of these tracks because I don't want the trains bypassing. All right, we'll get there. All right. So trains are going to come in. They're going to wait their turn. Let's say I got 5 trains, but one's filling up. So that is totally fine. And then what I want to do here is I'm going to delete all those. And really, I could just leave that because I want to make a blueprint. But another thing we got to do is think about coming in. We don't want trains crashing into each other. So what I'm going to do is put in some chains or some signals here. And we can see that we've split this off into sections. We don't want trains bumping into each other. So what I could do here is use these chain signals. What this does is it reads the next signal in the path to allow better control of the train. So I'm going to put one of these at the very beginning of each one. So what this is doing is it's reading ahead the next signal. So this is going to tell the incoming train, hey, you can't come in here because there's already a train there. So don't come into this one. But this is also going to stop. It's going to have a big backlog. I want them to just come free flowing in. So I think if I add another train signal here, this is untested, of course. Work. And then I want the outbound to do the exact same thing. I want this to stop. Whenever there is, I'm probably doing this wrong. Watched a video. Somebody was like, always start with chain signal, with rail signals, and then adjust to chain signals as needed. So this is all going down. I think that's fine. Actually, let's undo all that and then just put one here at the end. So let's say a train is here. It's going to stop and wait until it's available. The depot's available. And then it's going to see if it can go. It's going to look ahead and see if anything on this section is already taken. If there's already a train here anywhere along these, it's just going to hang out and wait. Once a train passes this signal, this will now be empty and then it can go. And that'll give us a little bit of a buffer. What do we want the trains to do once they leave? Let's go ahead and copy this, go down one. I want to turn around. And then we're going to have to delete that. We're going to copy this down. So this is now going to be the load station. And what we can do is just copy, Control C, and we can copy this whole section. And then we're going to flip it around. You know, we can put this anywhere. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Just put it there. So you just got to make a decision. Okay, so we have a train signal here. So a train's going to sit, get loaded, and then a train's going to wait right behind it. We can zoom out a little bit because if we put another signal here, then that'll fit a whole other train within that area. So we'll have a train sit there. Train's going to wait. So we can kind of stack this a little bit. In fact, yeah, it'll be fine for now. We can always change all this stuff later. This is just to get some blueprints going. But what I want to do is we need to test this. We also need to create some more chains because we don't want trains. We don't want this train to leave the depot and then just smash into other trains as they're flying across. So I'm going to hang out here, here, and here. And this is going to kind of create a stop so that a train come flying down might stop if there's a train already leaving. And if there's a train passing through, this train coming out is going to see this being used by the train sitting there, and it's going to stop. So a little bit of precaution there so that we don't just crash into stuff. I think it looks good for now. I guess we want to do this too, because we don't want, if this is way backed up, we don't want trains smashing into stuff. It's always about train destruction prevention. I'm going to run back. I need to get some trains and some more train stops now that I used them all. And then come back because I really want to make sure that I have all of my parts ready to go. That's one bad thing about having large bases. I don't have my Sonic Super Jet yet, so I can't like super run or get from A to B very fast, but this is going to work. And then we also need to start thinking about having like a main train thoroughfare, if I can call it that. Train bus? I can call it a train bus and call it whatever I want. I want the main train track to be somewhere. We'll figure that out here in a minute. I need more blue inserters. Let's zoom in. Let's grab some of those. And I have train tracks, so let's go to the mall. What do I need? I need some of these. Let's grab 20 of those. I need some trains. Let's grab 5 and 20. I don't have steel chests being made here. Maybe I do. No, I don't. That's an oversight. Really? No steel chests? I can pick, well, I can just make some. There's 14. Let's go pick up some more steel. It's another nice thing about having it just backed up here is I can come up and just hit F while I run, grab a bunch, make some while I'm running all the way back. We're also going to need, for funsies, let's go pick up some coal. Because we're going to need a little bit of coal to fuel our trains. That's way too much, but that's okay. Now you can see that our system's working just fine. This is, I love this. I got full chests, trains half full. I'd like to think positively. And then this one is completely full. And so this is a perfect, for me, backlog of trains. And we'll adjust this. The nice thing about our new train depot weight station is weight being WAIT. So we're weighting instead of weighing the amount of resources we have. It's kind of modular. We can use that wherever we want. So we can use it for loading, unloading, whatevs. And it's going to let us scale up really nicely. Now, just because we have a train station for 10 trains does not mean we have to have 10 trains. I could have 1, but I like to plan for the future here. My robots do their thing. So this is going to load. So we can test all of this out. If I have a train and I put it here, we can see that now this signal is going to tell the next train, don't come in here. There's a train sitting there. And from past playthroughs, it's just going to pick one. It might not be the next one. It's just going to pick the next one. Well, don't come here because you can't. There's a train sitting here, right? There's a train sitting here. I can't fit another one of you. You're going to crash and break the whole system. So that works. And what if I put a train here because it's leaving the station? Now all of these are red. So this is telling this train, well, you can't leave because there's a train on the track and you're going to smash into it. If I delete that, it turns green. Now the train can leave. So I think that's going to work just fine. And we can test this even more. A train there. Loaded up all 4. And then the next one is going to be right behind it on this track. And so if we put a train there, now this section is blocked. Don't come. Don't do it. If we put a train here in this section, now this is blocked. Trains are going to stop here. It's going to backlog the whole thing, which is fine. I don't mind that as much. So let's get rid of this. So I think we're looking pretty good. Another thing we can do is add. I don't know if I want to add power to this. I don't think I need power. Trains will have. All right, let's future-proof it. Let's just make it all the same. Because I want to be able to stamp this down and use it in other ways. So we'll just go ahead and add power to our blueprint. Let's add one of these. Stick it there. This is for fun. One of the nice things about not having a grid system and being locked into a frame is I can make this as big or as small as I want. But I really like this. So let's go ahead and make a blueprint. So I'm going to click the blueprint button. And I'm going to select just shy of the stupid mouse. Just this side of the main. What is happening? Mouse is acting so stupid. Okay, I want to just copy just this. I don't want the whole system. I want it to be dynamic. So we're just going to copy this, making sure that we get all the little tiny pieces that we need. And we're going to call this train wait station. And there's 10 of them, just 10, not 110. And we're going to say, hey, for the description, basic train. And we'll do 1-4. So later on, we know this is for a 1-engine 4-wagon train. Doesn't matter if it's wagons or fluids. This is just stops. We're just going to wait. Basic train, wait station that holds 10 trains. There we go. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to create this blueprint, and I might have to start a new book for 1v4. So let's do that. I'm going to grab blueprint book down here and paste it down. I'm going to right click on it and then give this a name. 1-4 train let's call it 1v4 trains. And I'm going to confirm and hit E again to go back into my trains. And then I'm going to left click, right click, left click to paste or move that into here. So now we have a new train book that's just for our 1-4 trains. And we can actually click and move this into our new station, because this is all set up for 1-4 trains. And we definitely want to have this. Let's call this 1-4 train loader. There we go. Train loader station. And we'll just do that. And let's add some rails to that for funsies. And save the blueprint. It just updated the name and some information. And I need to make a new blueprint of this to include power. So we have that. We have a copy of... We have this in a blueprint. So that's fine. So it goes here and then to there. I think this will be fine. But for this blueprint, let's just delete these, because I want to set it back to be universal, right? Let's take this. We can make a bunch of blueprints. Let's take this, and I want to grab all the part. You stupid mouse. Why is it doing this? I'm gonna grab all the parts for this whole section. And go up just a bit because I don't want to copy that. Let's get all these in there. Make sure that we have all of the parts that we want for the basic. And this isn't really symmetrical. I know it's stupid. So let's fix it. And I know it looks really weird kind of sitting here middle of this uranium patch. Just trust the process. Not quite symmetrical, so let's put you here. Is that better? Let's get rid of that so they connect. I feel better about that. Let's do another blueprint. So we're gonna start down here. Dang it. I don't want to buy a new mouse. Smash this button into oblivion. There we go. There we go. That looks a little better. More symmetrical. It's all about aesthetics, right? So I'm going to save this. I'm just going to create the blueprint, and we can save it right into our trains. I'm going to keep both these so we can have this to add just to have extra, just to have not extra diversity, opportunity, creativity. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to move this back. Delete that. There we go. I think that's gonna work. Why are we out of power? It's all right. It's all just temporary. Okay, so we have some stations. Let's go ahead and connect this back up. And then we can add... add that to power it. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so now we have a station that will wait, and then we can load, and this will work with unloading. It works the exact same way. So now I need to sit back and really think about how I want this to go. How do I want the flow of things to happen? So we have a station here. It's already built. It's already going. Do I want this train gonna go? I mean, I guess I could come through here, zig it up and zag it over. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this all here just for now, and I'm going to go over to where our destination is. Now's where the creative juices start flowing, because I have this train set. Okay, so here's my thought process. I don't want to go under for a main train bus. I mean, I kind of do, but I've got this water to deal with, and I don't want to cross our bus system with trains. Kind of want to keep them separate. And we already have the train set up going up. So I could adjust all of this depot, right? Let's do that right now. Let's take, we're going to have to do it backwards. So if we have, stupid. Okay, so let's go into our trains. We have a loader that we want to load or unload. It's fine. Let's just give ourselves some room. Let's put it down here, and we can change the belts. Everything in here is configurable. Let's get rid, actually, let's just turn the trees on so we can see what we're doing. And let's copy this. We're going to come around like that. It's not letting me do certain functions with it because of the trees. So we have our load station. Now we can go back in, grab our wait station, and we can stick this wherever we want. Let's just go ahead and put it right. Let's just go put it right here. And the reason I did that is because, let's get rid of that. We already had a signal here, so I'm like, oh, let's just put it there. It's fine. Train tracks. Dang it. That's okay, because we need to delete this. Okay, I got room. Let's delete all these trees. Let's get them out of the way. So I can see what I'm doing. Let's delete these tracks. And that's the nice thing about having these blueprints. You can just customize it however you want. Get rid of this. And then I got to go pick up more train tracks, but I have more up here. Yeah, train tracks are up here. So let's come get some. And let's grab a couple more of these while we're there. Train tracks. Inventory is full. And over here, we can make 5 more of those. Grab that. Okay, cool. Easy peasy. Now, do I have... I think I do. Yes, steel chest. Let's grab those. And the reason I'm doing this is what I'm talking about. You're always changing stuff. I don't like how this works, or it works fine for now. Works just great. But let's get it changed. Let's get it changed around so that we can be more efficient. Let's get rid of these trees. Let's get rid of all this stuff. So stupid. Okay, so now we have this parts. Let's come down here and swing it down a little bit and then have it attached there. Bob's your uncle. There we go. Nice. So now we have a pull off and a weight station. So what I want to do is I don't need train stops. I don't need train stops here, and I'll tell you why. Because we want the trains to come in and just wait. But we want this train to be something specific. So I'm going to, what is it? Shift, right click to copy, shift click, left click to paste. So now this train, I have two train stations named the same thing. And why do I want to do that? Oh, I need more I need more. This is going to be a process. All right, train tracks belts are closer up here. Yeah, you're seeing inside the ADD mind of Aaron here. Oh, there's a trash can. I don't want all of that. Just want some of it, and we can dump some of these off here. Yeah, I don't want all of that. Gonna be some, we're gonna have to move some things around. But first, let's get this unloader there. And then I want to take this track up and back in to the main one. Let's add some signals so we don't crash all over the place. Okay, so now I've got this loop. What I can do is I can click on this one and have it go. I can actually right click to delete that train stop. Now it's going to try and do what it needs to do. It's going to go to unload. And this is going to do the exact same thing. This is going to go unload. Why is this load twice? I need two of those. So what's going to happen is the trains are both going to go and loop all the way back around. It's not going to go load because that's not the destination it's going to. It's going here. You can actually see where it's going on the map with the red line. And go right back here, right where we want it to. And let's come in here and make sure we don't have any more, because I want to see the train stop work as it's supposed to. Let's actually delete that one too. Train's coming in, zoom, zoom, zoom. It's going to sit there and wait until it's unloaded, but we have a problem here. Because we have trains that say, hey, we're full. Let's add a stop there. And that fixed our problem. Sometimes you get a troubleshoot. What? It's gonna crash. Almost had a little bitty accident. Let's upgrade these all to blue to unload faster. I'll have to figure that out. I wonder why it wasn't. So this says it's all blocked. These say it's all blocked. I wonder if I need to do something like that. I think so, to read the next signal. So now a train can come in. And if I put one here, it's only going to block that. But it can't leave because it's going to read this signal and say, I can't go. There's a train on the track. That's what I need to do. Okay. And we'll have to update our blueprint. because mouse, work with me here. Let's just create it. I'm going to stick it in the blueprint and then we'll put it right there for now. So that we've got the 2. It's okay. It's not a problem. I need to add some power. So let's just go ahead and add power there. Like how that's sitting. There we go. Now it's going to unload, but now we have all of this hot mess to deal with. So we need to take this all down. And I think I can do everything but the chests. Yeah, inventory is going to be full. It's all right. Top it off with coal. Top it off with coal. We're going to end up just deleting a bunch of stuff. It's fine. It's fine. Yep, inventory's full. Let's get one of our buckets out and just start deleting some stuff. Now we're going to burn through our batteries for our robots real quick. Yeah. Let's get rid of those and those. Cool. So I think what I'm going to do is take a break. Can delete that one. And let's just leave that there. Might have to take a break because what I need to do now. Okay, so I'm going to have to do an 8 into 4 again, which is fine. Let's go to our balancers. We want to go from 8 to 4. And we'll stick that there. And then we can take our bus for copper. Let's kind of keep it tight. That'll work. And that will work. And then we can take this one. Stamp it down. Rotate it, stamp it down. Grab the other one. Stamp it down. Because I want to keep this flowing. Bazinga. And then I also want to, let's just copy this. And make sure we're on the right track. Let's go there. Let's have it go the correct way. That way we can, you know, still feed the trains while we're doing this. There we go. Coal's coming down. We can actually delete this because we don't need it anymore. Grab another bucket. How many is it now? 3, 2. Okay, so now here we go. Now, I mean, there's a couple ways we could have done this. We could have pulled through here too and come in to refuel the train to make sure it just stays topped off with coal. It's fine, but let's tidy up. Let's just tidy up. I don't mind doing this. It's fun. Like, how can I redo this process? So now we have this train stop. Let's take a look at this. It's going to come back in. It's all full, I'm assuming. And the other train's going to come in. Let's get behind this in case it takes off like it just did. I could have just died. So it's going to come in and it sees the train's available. Let's add a new chain, a new signal here so that this path will clear up as soon as this train leaves the station, and do its job. So now I can add 8 more trains that are just for copper ore, and they will all buffer into this train station. I could actually do 9 if I wanted to. One's unloading, and then have 10 sitting here, so it'd be a total 11. I don't really like that idea, just to have one extra sitting around just in case something happens. So yeah, I could make 8 more. Plunk down 8 more trains. It's gonna just go in here. It's gonna load up, and it's gonna come sit, and it's gonna wait. In fact, let's do that while we're sitting here. We can put train down. Let's just add a couple more. I can right click, shift and left click, and it's going to copy those, right, like we talked about before. I'm going to leave them off for right now, and I can do that. They won't get smooshed because the signal is saying, hey, don't come in here. I've already got some trains sitting and waiting. Don't do anything. But before I turn these on, I want to go back to my original load station, and we need to make a wait station there for loading. I think we're already set for the most part. I'm gonna run clear back over there. And I think after that, we're gonna call this an episode. But as you can see, there's lots of work involved. It's like having a part-time job. It really is. So let's update this real quick. So we know we need chain readers to read the next signal. And that'll work just fine. We can delete this. And let's go back into B to blue book, and we can leave that there. Let's create a new one. Come on, mouse. And we're just going to copy that. And I'm going to put it in the blue book right there so that we have some options, and I'll replace all of it with some other text. In fact, let's delete this one because we don't want to have duplicates sitting around. Okay, so this is a good start. Now that we have our train waiting station, I kind of want to rebuild this. So there's a this is gonna be dumb. Let's put it I'm trying to think. All right, so let's go into our blueprints. We have our depot. We're going to come off the main line. And we're going to go down and around. Is that how I want to do this? Because I don't want to deal with refilling buckets. It's my system. I can do whatever I want. Let's take this. Let's go add some tracks. Let's add it, extend it clear down here. And we're just going to have to change some stuff around. Nope, I don't want that one. I want this one because it's a waiting station. Let's get it lined up with the existing track. That'll do. Sometimes you just got to do it. Like, why are we are we messing around with this so much? Just throw it down. We'll get it sorted out. Get these trains down. Add that there. In fact, this is wrong. Let's do this. Oh, it didn't copy. It's all right. We're going to stamp a couple of these down. Just let it do its thing and then copy, run it down, loop it. Now we're set up. Now we have too many things. It's all right. Let's get rid of this one. Oops. There we go. It's going to come in. It's going to read. That'll work. Okay, so now we have a train waiting location. And this is going to be really dumb, but it's just going to have to be the way it is going to be. Let's take this from right here. And now we know where our train needs to go. So let's do some undergrounds. See, there are no mistakes. It's just happy little accidents. And then I want to have this come here. Have it, can I not? There we go. Loop it down, around, and down. So now trains are going to go clear down, loop around, do the thing, and we can delete this, and the trains should still have a location to go to. That'll work just fine. Let's get rid of that and that. There we go. We just changed it. Look at that. Rock stars. Let's verify. Let's go look at our track. Now we have 4 trains. It's going down to load. That's where it's going now. And if we look at this map, where's it going to go load? It's going to go clear down to the end. It's going to loop back, hit the wait station, and then load back in. So this is working. Typically I wouldn't do it this funkily, but I didn't want to move all of this stuff. So this is working. And so now what I can do, well, I have to go there. But now we can turn on those other 2 trains, send them off, and they're just going to do their thing. We've already copied their instructions from the other trains, and I just need to give them some fuel, turn them on to automatic, and let them go. Let them do their thing. And then I'm going to take a break because I've been doing this for a while. Dumb trees. Dumb trees. Okay, and then we hold a fuel. Turn it on. There's already a train there. This is fine. It's working as it should. And fuel is going to stop because there's a train on the track. He's going to come in. It doesn't have anything to unload, so it's going to stop. I'm unloaded. Let's go. And then this one's going to go. It's a little bit slow. I like having buffers like this, just to kind of keep a process going. It's good to get into some kind of habit. Pick which one you like. Pick your habit or how you want to build things, and it'll go just fine. Now we don't have. It's gonna come in because the train just left. It's working as it should. Here comes another train. And it's going to wait because there's a train on the track. Train's being loaded. Okay, so this is working just how we want it to. Now, one thing I need to do is let's go in and add something like this. And then we'll have to create a new blueprint to add that into the blueprint, because it's nice to just have that stamped down and not have to remember to put down extra things. Okay, so this is working great. This is how I want things to go. Next episode, I need to move this up. So one thing I'm going to have to do, so far our blueprints are just going straight. I'm going to have to make some diagonal prints to move from a straight line to a diagonal line. And what we can do with that is kind of get things going in the right direction. Let's just come up here. Let's put it up here. Let's take a look at our map. Where are we? Let's have it go clear up here. So one thing you can do is just in your map, if you hit shift and then click, you can stamp that down. So now I know, we go over to it, the ghost image will be there. And I know that's the height at which I want that train track to go. So we can see the ghost image. We'll move this because it's not going to fit our pattern, but at least we'll say, hey, this is where I want my tracks to go. And then with that, I can take this, I can copy, and then we're getting into the next episode. I can click and drag and hold that down. So now we know where the bottom track's going to go. And I'll come back and fill all this in. Okay. So that's our bottom track. We're going to do some adjustments. And we want our other track from the bottom, which is just not correct here. I'll fix all this. Next episode, we'll fix all that. There we go.